Very many thanks for choosing to stay with us. And before we do continue with our chat with our expert of the day, let us have that conversation that we do have with our farmers, because at the end of the day, we're very keen to see our farmers grow in whichever agri-sector that they are in. And in case you're wondering, how can I grow right here at Kenya's Gold? Because we do value you so much, we do have solutions for you. Now, solution number one that you can follow for you to grow is by being part of a cooperative society. When you join hands with other farmers and be part of a society, you are guaranteed a lot of help from financial institutions. You're also guaranteed to get quality farm inputs, market at the end of the day for your produce, and also professional agronomy services from experts. Now, we've also talked to you over and over and over again about the support that is given by a cooperative bank to small-scale farmers, large-scale farmers, and also cooperative societies. One of the ways that they offer this support is through various credit solutions. And right now, let us talk to three categories of farmers. That farmer who has supplied produce to either a hotel, an institution, or a school and is awaiting payment, a farmer who is in the importing business, and a farmer who's exporting. So just in case you have supplied produce and you are awaiting payment, Cooperative Bank is able to give you what we call invoice discounting, which is a loan up to 80% of the invoice amount. Now, this will help you when it comes to facilitating your programs so that you're not stuck as you await payment. Just in case you are importing and you are also awaiting goods, Cooperative Bank is able to give you what we call the letters of credit, which will make sure that you only make your payments once you receive your goods and you receive them in good condition. And finally, in case you are exporting, supplying and satisfying the needs of the international markets, Cooperative Bank is able to give you what you call the pre-export financing that is going to help you take care of costs such as storage, packaging, freight, and any other costs you need to take care of while you are doing your exporting services. So as a farmer, usikwame peke yako. Take advantage of the various solutions that Cooperative Bank is giving small-scale farmers, large-scale farmers, and cooperative societies as well.
Naam, umesikiliza vizuri sana kutoka kwa Ngina. Kipindi hiki kimedhaminiwa pakubwa sana na Cooperative Bank. Kwako kuchukua nafasi na hatua ile kubwa sana kutembelea benki hiyo upate nafasi, lakini sasa turejee studioni kwako Eric. Tuzungumzie omena. Kile kikubwa kabisa kwa omena ni kipi?
We call it the small fish with big potential.
Okay.
So this is a fish that accounts for almost 40% of the fish caught on Lake Victoria, and we rely on it for income, food security, and it provides jobs to so many people. This is literally a health pill because omena has very essential micro elements and vitamins that we all need. Maybe it's the reason we have so many professors in a certain part of this country.
Right. Now, when we're also talking about looking at the welfare of farmers, just to benchmark from, say, a country like Rwanda, where I'm seeing the government has expanded insurance to include fish farming, and now they do have insurance technicians and aquaculture officers who have been trained to ensure assessment of losses and timely payouts to the affected farmers. So now there is insurance for farmers, fish farmers. Are those conversations that we need to start having in Kenya right now to also take care of the condition of our farmers? Fish farmers, to be specific?
Yeah, that's a very, it's a conversation that, you know, we are having at different levels. There is indeed for insurance because we've seen not once or twice our fish farmers lose fish occasionally to fish deaths. And with that heavy investment, if you don't have insurance, then it becomes very risky. And it's that level of risk that even limits growth because financial institutions cannot help our farmers. They cannot finance them because lack of insurance increases the risk. So there's a conversation we are already having, and we do hope, and actually we have various banks and microfinance institutions that are considering offering the same.
Right, but that is already applicable in other different agri-sectors because we have seen it being applied to other farmers. Maybe you can tell us what is that hindrance factor that has made it maybe take so long for fish farmers to actualize this insurance?
For a long time, we've called fish farming in Kenya a nascent thing. It's we consider it new, and we often don't understand the business really well. So to a very great extent, that lack of awareness has been the biggest barrier between, you know, aquaculture and things like insurance. But right now, we are creating awareness at all levels. And we want people to know what it takes to do their aquaculture business. Once people understand it properly, they invest in it, and there'll be such things will be solved.
So we'll hit a breakthrough very soon, hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right.
That's why my hair is shaggy. It keeps me scratching my head. How do we do it?
na kwa kile ambacho umetaja vile vile kutiririsha ile information kutoka kule juu hadi kumfikia yule mkulima. Je, unaona kwamba bado kuna kwama? Na vile vile unipatie, mbona kuna dhana potovu kuhusiana na omena? Watu wengi wana kwamba kuna tashwishi ya kula omena. Sasa nipatie ile information na vile vile hiyo dhana potovu taondoaje?
Antanza na dhana potovu. I believe these are stereotypes, so yeah.
You got it.
I get it right.
Yes, you're right.
So in this case, for a long time, omena was considered a food for the poor, and most people, and also food for a specific community. And people will tell you, oh, it smells funny and things like that. But then it starts from awareness. Now, eating omena is a very cool thing. I'll tell you that. If you know how to make omena, that's really considered cool. And the health benefits that I just talked about, this is a health pill. And so the awareness that we are creating. So the Fisheries Management and Development Act, that's CAP 378, that was amended in 2016. The main goal is to ensure that, yes, we are protecting our aquatic resources, we're managing them well, we're developing them, but the ecology has to be taken care of. We have to uplift the living standards of the people involved, and more importantly, to your point, Terer, we want to ensure that we promote fish eating to even non-fish eating communities, and that's how we get omena to the mainstream.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. Now, as we wind up this conversation, maybe you can talk to our fish farmers when it comes to matters environment conservation that they can take part in when it comes to protecting and conserving our coastlines and water bodies as well.
Yeah, I earlier on talked about the stress on Lake Victoria. This is mainly because of the human activities upstream and the number of, say, of fishermen and how we manage the resource. So on paper, we have a period where the lake is supposedly closed. You're not supposed to fish. And this period is supposed to help rejuvenate the natural fish stocks.
Is that a particular time of the year?
Usually it differs. Before it was between April and August, thereabout. Overall, for example, omena catching, it should go for about 7 months out of the 12 in a year. About 30% of fishermen do it 12 out of 12 months. So the problem is at implementation stage. But then there is intention. We want to manage the resource. That's why we have beach management units.
All right.
Sasa umefanya kazi safi sana Joneri, kukataja kwamba bado kwaruza kichwa chako kuhakikisha mambo haya yanakwenda sawa. Professors wanatoka semapo kuna omena. Kwako mtazamaji, asante sana kwa kutufuatilia. Kipindi cha Kenya's Gold kinakufunza sana. Salia na Mwenyezi Mungu, kumbuka tatimiza ndoto. Jina langu ni Emmanuel Terer.
All right, thank you so very much, John, for speaking to us today. But before we release you, we always do the fun joke of the day. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Bring it on. I like the energy. Come on now. And the question of the day is, what is the richest fish in the world?
Richest?
Richest fish in the world. Richest fish in the world.
I mean, the one we have in abundance, or what?
Richest, iko na mali. Yani, don't overthink it. This is like a daddy's joke. So when you start overthinking, you lose the plot. So just think, fish gani iko na mado, like, you know,
omena. Omena.
I'll go with omena.
Can I give clues? Can I give one more clue? Yeah. One clue. Think of mineral. Think of something that you get underground.
Goldfish.
Yes, and the answer is goldfish. Yeah, it has gold, so it's the richest fish. Thank you, good stuff. And thank you so very much, of course, to the team that is working on this production. And finally, our audience for choosing to be with us every single day of the week. And I'm not going to wrap up before thanking all the fish farmers across the country who are doing an absolutely good job to make sure that we enjoy fish in our restaurants and at home. We've come to the end of the show. Thank you so very much for watching. My name is Violetta Ngina. Goodbye.